All right, I've got my blanket. I got my latte. Hey, thank you for the 5 gifted chips, Miss Merck. And thank you for 17 months, Elaine. Hello, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. Give me just a moment. Cool. Nice. Good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is for you. Good time zone, gamers. Hello. Today is a day for a morning latte. Hi. What, in the early stream? Yeah, you didn't see that coming, did you? Anyway, I heard it's dog day, so I brought my ears. Arf, arf. But I won't bark for you. Enough of wheat. So yeah. Hi, how's it going? Hello. It's Pocky Day? I just did. You think that's a bark? You think that's what a bark sounds like? Motherfucker's never seen a dog in his life. Anyway, hello. I'm gonna be pretty low energy and just yappy today because I think I just want to talk about stuff. So, hi everybody, welcome in. My name is Crimzon Rulez. I'm Elysium's greatest monster. I'm the Midwest fantasy VTuber, and I'm your least favorite. Wow, I really slurred my words there. That was tough. Unfortunately, I'm a little eepy, but I'm gonna start that again. I'm gonna start over. Ruze, thank you for the delicious soup. I also have not slept again. Let's go. Tofu Bunny Cat, thank you for an entire month of being an axhole and for barking. Brianna Banana, thank you for 21 months of being an axhole. It has been a hot second. Anyway, let me start again. Hi, I am Crimzon Rulez. I'm Elysium's greatest monster hunter, the Midwest fantasy VTuber, and your least favorite idol. And today I'm going to be just kind of yapping. It's the morning latte. It's the new thing where I just kind of shoot the shit with you guys for a while, for however long I feel like. I'm going to try to do it, you know, pretty frequently, but I'm not going to put an actual like time frame on that, because if I do, I'm going to have a bad time trying to keep up with that. So I'm not going to do that. We're just going to yap as much as I want. So today's yapping day. I hope you guys are ready to talk. I hope you brought your delicious caffeines. I hope you brought your desire to meander along the I don't know, vocal highways of our collective consciousnesses. Sully says, I came here to get a membership and say hi, but I got a gifted. Thank you, Miss Merck. So here's a super chat instead. Ooh. Wow. In that case, thank you. Hi. I'll go back to binging the Clifford Rolex's VODs now. Have fun. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you for the soup. Pentapedals, thank you for 20 months. EP morning for you and EP night for me. Happy 20 lunar cycles of trying to chew your PC cables for me. PC cables, delicious. Age of Blix, thanks for 21 months. Yapping galore, you better believe it, brother. Yapping galore. Anyway, this latte's too hot to drink right now, so I guess I'll start with shooting the shit. It's warming my hands quite nicely, though. It's quite chilly where I am. So I'm going to start with, I hope everybody's being safe. I know there's a lot of things going on right now, and I'm not going to like draw your attention to them unnecessarily because the world is scary and tough enough, and you're here to have a good time and shoot the shit with me, and that's fine, and I'm happy to do that. But I hope you guys are being safe and taking due precautions. You know, be careful out there. And Zayla, thanks for being an axhole, by the way. Schlin, thank you for 11 months, by the way. Wow. Yeah, you're welcome or whatever. Do you have a recommended mocha recipe? Thank you for 22 months. Chibi, I do not. Thank you for what? No, thank you for 22 months. Get it together, brother. I'm just here yapping. You're the one who's been here for 22 months. I've just existed. I haven't done nothing. But anyway, do I have a suggested mocha recipe? Not really. I tend to just use like a little bit of Hershey's syrup. I do like a toasted marshmallow flavor of like lot of ground coffee sometimes, and I just do like that, a steamed 2%, and yeah, if I'm feeling fancy, I'll do a little vanilla creamer in there as well. So there you go. That's my boring, pretty mundane recipe I do. Taddy, thank you for 11 months. Next week will be my birthday soon. Will you do a woof for us? Cough, ack, cough. Happy advanced second anniversary for Armis 2. Wow, birthday on our anniversary. That's crazy. Oh, a bark for 11 months? That's kind of crazy. Will he bark for 11 months, bro? Will he bark for the beef? I'll tell you what, I'll give you one. Woo. Not much of a bark, but you're welcome. You're welcome anyway. You're welcome that I'll debase myself like that. Q10, thanks for being a bruiser. And Mai says, hello, Ruze. Hope you're having a good morning. I have something daunting and scary, but exciting to do tomorrow. And I was wondering if I could get some encouragement. Thank you for being cool. Well, it's only daunting and scary because you want it so bad, and because you're worried that the outcome of failure is worse than the outcome of having tried it all. And the reality is the fact that you're going to go do it is in and of itself a success. So get out there and crush it. Don't be scared. Be excited. Either way, at least you tried. It's better than wondering what would have happened. Thanks for the soup. Mog fails, thinking for 20 months. Good morning to you. I just finished work and I'm tired now, so this will be perfect to wind down. Hope your latte is extra tasty today. Thanks. I'm stirring it. Can you hear it? Tasso Gare. Wow. Thank you for the gifted chips. Yum. Gooby. Gobba the goody. You got a big booty. That's what all country music sounds like to me, and I can say this because I grew up listening to country music, so I'm allowed to insult it. That's all modern country music. Gobba the goody. She's got a big booty. Who's she? Probably his horse, or his tractor, or his fucking dog. I don't know. Country music artists out here wild and creepy, brother. Anyway, Gooby, thank you for 22 months. Anyway, that's going to be a vocal sim for a while. I accidentally muttered that to myself while in a thrift store yesterday. I was in a thrift store because I had just gotten like a massage or whatever, my first ever massage. And I was like, you know what? I'll go to a thrift store. And they were playing country music, and to myself, just like meandering the aisles, I was like, under my breath, very quietly, I'm gonna go. She's got a big booty. And I was like, what the fuck did I just say? Kindwin, thank you for 3 months. Guess it's time to make hot chocolate and get comfy. Damn straight. Let's go. Dude, I got some hot chocolate for the first time in a while. It was pretty good. Kang, thank you for 1 month. First month so far, enjoying the bug life. You better believe it, brother. You're a part of this life now. There's a movie about you. It's called A Bug's Life. Thank you for the chip as well. Brib or Burb. Q, thanks for being a Ruzator. Thank you. T Hanasaki D said, morning to you. I have no latte, but I have soup in a mug instead. You can put soup in a mug? Damn, you really are ungovernable. You've superseded the laws of man. I respect that. Thanks for 22 months. Grim Reedy says, hi, Ruze. I love my hot Americano coffee with mint what? That sounds intense as hell. You said, let me take the strongest flavor and put it in just like straight water and espresso. Mixing the hot with the cool. Love the code stream. You know what? I respect it. Good for you. Thank you for half a year. Okay, I'm almost caught up. Siggy, welcome back. Thank you for 13 months of being a jackass. Thanks for being super cool as always. Thanks for being a super cool artist and just being a cool person to be around. Thank you. Anzela, thank you for the delicious yellow soup. That looks like a delicious homemade chicken noodle soup to me. Hi, Ruze. I'm usually a lurker. I just want to say thank you for your wisdom of a life of almost is a life of never. I tried and applied for a promotion, and I got in. Thank you, my Kamiyoshi. Holy shit. Hey, congratulations. All right, let's go, brother. Well done, well done. Good for you. I'm happy. Let me get a little sip of this. Man, I gotta try for my promotion. I don't know what a promotion looks like. Actually, I probably shouldn't do that. It's probably a bad idea. Never mind. I'm sticking where I'm at. I don't need to move up in the government. Anyway, congratulations. Ooh, hot. This soup is definitely not for the bark, because that'd be weird as hell. It's for literally any other reason ever. Tisker. Thank you. Dude, I always forget what that means. Tisker. It's like Tatsukare. No, Tatsukare. And I don't know what that means, but I know it means yay. Anyway, thanks for the soup, I guess. I would do another bark, but I ain't built like that. Holy shit, you're right, RJ. Nearly a year being an asshole. Congrats. Crazy. Barib says, just wanted to say thank you for the great streams and being such a cool little guy. Excited to finally join the membership. Well, thank you. I hope you enjoy the membership. I have a little membership stream planned for, well, actually, I can't tell you about that. That's a spoiler. But you know what? I've got idea. I got plans. I got things to do. But in the meantime, enjoy the backlog. Enjoy all the world building, the infinite amount of world building streams I've got going on, and the couple little Zatsus and game nights and stuff. But anyway, thank you for joining, and thank you for the soup. Nah, don't worry, it's not this week. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. But I do have a schedule for this week, and I should probably show that on stream at some point, but I'm lazy and I don't want to. But I'll do it at some point in this stream, and then we'll talk about what's coming up this week. Yeah, I just finished it a little bit ago, actually, right before I did this, and I decided I would do this before I go crash. So I'm gonna be sipping on this latte, chat with you guys, then go sleep for a little bit. So yeah, you guys want to talk about? Man, I really haven't done a lot. I've done a lot of behind the scenes stuff, some homework. I did some IRL stuff. I made the world's worst struggle meal. I got my first ever massage. That was cool. I got a discount on it. That was awesome. Mondonaire, thank you for 2 whole months. Whoopee! Heading to D&D now, so I won't be able to stick around. But have a fun Yap session. Thank you. Good luck at D&D. Dude, I want to play D&D. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I hope someday. Sato. Everyone stay warm and bundle up. Don't catch cold. It's so cold out there right now, dude. It is so cold. But I did get to wear my cool long black jacket that I got in Xenokuni, and I haven't been able to wear that in a while. I wore it with like a nice sweater underneath, sort of a high collar, and I left it halfway unzipped so I could pop the high collar, you know how it is? And then I wore that big black jacket over the top that has like that sort of like really cool, it's got like this like nice red inner lining, but it's black on the outside. It's very striking. It's very nice. Lunar Moon, thank you for 8 months of being an axhole. 8 months of Rosator and almost 2 years of Armress. Wild to think about. No coffee right now, but I had an iced mocha this morning. Thank you for helping us feel more comfy being ourselves, Ruru. Being yourselves? You can't be me. Be yourself. Don't be myself. What are you talking about? Anyway, thanks for 8 months. Oh, and I also wore my red aviators. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe that's why the masseuse clocked me in retrospect. I had like my black boots with like the heel on them, you know what I'm talking about? With like the really like sort of like squared off pointed toe, the very thin ones. And then I had like sort of like tech wear pants on with like the belts hanging off the sides. And then the sweater with the popped collar and the big long jacket. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's why I got clocked. Tapioca Breath, thanks for 5 months. Good morning, everyone. I'm having Vietnamese coffee flavored protein. I don't know if I would ever have coffee flavored anything if it wasn't coffee. I don't like coffee taste that much, but fair. Yeah, I wore my aviators into the massage place. I don't give a shit. I gotta look good on the way in. I mean, I took them off after I got to the dark part of the building. Green, thank you for a year and a half. Thank you. It's snowing where I am right now, and I'm freezing because I work outside. What? Holy shit. I'm sorry. I hope you're bundled up nice. Ah, so good. That's so good. So yeah, let's talk about the massage. So I got a discounted massage for the first time ever because I have a lot of back pain all the time because I'm a little old man, and by that I mean I sit hunched over my desk like a fucking idiot for, I don't know, 18 hours a day. And I shouldn't be doing that, but I do. And it turns out that's bad for your back. So I'm working on my posture, but more importantly, I decided I would go get a massage, see if that helped. And as I was filling out the little massage form papers, they have like these little tick boxes, right, that you got to tick off. I was like, how do you like your massage? I'm like, well, I'm pretty fucking durable. So I'll check medium, but I'll also check hard. So I checked medium and I checked hard. That may or may not have been a mistake. So the masseuse person or whatever, they were really cool. They're like, they were pretty talkative themselves, and they were talking about like their cats, which is cool. I was talking about my cats. And then I don't know, it's kind of a weird situation because being in a massage parlor involves a lot of like vulnerability I'm not used to, right? Bro got that medium well massage. I did. But anyway, so it involves a lot of vulnerability. So, you know, the situation is you like go in there and they're like, okay, we're gonna leave the room or whatever, and you do you get undressed as much as you're comfortable with. So, you know, obviously I did not get super undressed, but undressed enough to get a massage. So I climb on the massage table and I lay my face in the donut thing or whatever, the little like circle pillow, and that's cool. And they come in there and they're like fucking tearing me up. Like, this person is tearing me up. Which, oh, you got skin touch with people. Okay, listen, first of all, it's their job. They're not weird about it. I hope not, anyway. So, I'm laying there. This is a canon event. Yeah, it was crazy. They don't have new clothes for you? What? What do you mean? The plated armor can't stay on for the massage. I thought it could, but it turns out you're not allowed. What do you mean, new clothes for you? As much as you're comfortable with, you put on new clothes? No, dude. Like, I dressed down to my fucking skivvies like an adult. I was fine, and then I laid under the little blanket so that my bare legs weren't exposed because I am a proper 1860s woman, and I would never show anybody my ankles. Anyway, whatever. So they're doing the massage thing, and we're chatting, and they're like fucking really kind of crushing me. And I'm thinking, are they using like a rock or like a really like pointed stick to massage me? Because they're fucking crushing me or whatever. And then she hits me with the, you must have a really insane pain tolerance. I was like, huh? Pardon? She's like, does that not hurt? I'm like, no. No, I don't think so. And I realized at that point, oh, that was hurting. Because in my head, I'm running up with like man, this really hurts. I must be a baby. I must be a fucking child. This really hurts. But I'm sitting there being dead silent because I'm like, well, I don't want to let them know that it hurts because, I mean, I signed up for the medium or hard. That's on me. So then they hit me with you must have an insane pain tolerance. I was like, oh. They're like, that doesn't hurt? I'm like, no, not really. Because I'm a fucking idiot. But then at that point, I was too embarrassed to be like, yeah, that actually hurts. So I just went through the rest of the massage in like abject agony. And now I'm in a lot of pain. I mean, they were like fucking taking my tendons and rotating it around their thumb or rock or whatever they had. They were just like fucking like playing it like a fucking banjo. I'm like, holy shit, dude. At one point they got to my shoulder and I felt them grab my shoulder tendon and rotate their thumb around it like 8 times like they were trying to play a guitar string. I was like, holy shit. Ow. But I didn't say anything. So I just laid there quietly and they're like, man, usually I don't have to like be this hard on people. Are you okay? I'm like, uh-huh. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Gonzo Cellophane, thank you for a year and a half of being a jackass. That's absolutely bonkers. Dude, I got tortured. I went into the massage chair and I got tortured and I just sat there through it because I was too awkward to tell them it hurt. Anyway, Gonzo says, good morning, y'all, and happy Friday for me. Grabbing blueberry mint tea. Ooh, that sounds tasty. Also, I might book a massage for myself thanks to you because of my tired Muppetry body. Hope you keep warm, nerd. And you too. I hope you keep warm. The pain means it's working. I don't know. Okay, so listen, you got to understand. Here's where my mindset was. Here's what I was thinking, right? They were like fucking crushing my body, but I was like, well, I've never got a massage. So clearly it's supposed to feel like this, and I'm just a fucking baby. What I didn't know was this person was going fucking hard. And I mean, this was a strong person. This was not she was not a small lady. I was like, damn. This hurts, but on the other hand, it's what I signed up for, so that's my fault, I guess. I was like, this must be normal. But then when they called to my attention that they were really trying to hurt me, that's when I recognized they were testing me. They had been like really crushing my bones, and they're like, oh, you must have a high pain tolerance. And I was like, uh-oh. They've been testing me this whole time, and I just didn't say anything. But it's too late now because they think I have a high pain tolerance, so I guess I just got to deal with it. So I just sat there for the rest of it and dealt with it. Now I'm in extreme pain. Crazy. You're always on hard mode, huh? Maybe. I don't know. Did you tell him to go hard or soft? I told him medium hard because I didn't know any better, dude. I didn't know any better. Dude, they were testing my pain tolerance the whole session, and I didn't know it. At one point, here's the other thing. You have to understand my perspective, right? So I'm somebody, push you. Thank you for being a Ruzader again. I'm somebody who deals with like pretty extreme cramping, like on the regular. Like I usually deal with like extreme stomach pain. It's not uncommon for me to have like multiple cramps a day where I get in so much pain I sweat, which it turns out is not normal because I started sweating on the table and they're like, let me turn down the table heat for you. You're sweating. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what it is. But I was in so much pain from them crushing my bones and just being dead silent that I was like, I was sweating because of the pain. They were delivering on to me. And I was like, well, that's normal enough. I mean, I get that from my cramps. I'm like, that's probably normal. That's probably normal. Have I cramped after the massage? Oh, yeah. Yeah, my traps, I think is what they're called. Those are on fire in my lower back. And oh, my calves when I stand up. Oh, God, my calves, brother. Yeah. Thanks for 16 months, by the way. Drinking more water might be helpful. That's true. I should do that. Why did you not tell him it hurt? I don't know, dude. Okay, listen. I had already sat through it at this point quietly and just gave them a, okay, like occasional, like, oh yeah, that's nice, thank you. So I was too embarrassed to tell them they'd been hurting me. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make them feel bad. And they kept having to fucking like chop my arm because I kept trying to help them. They were like lifting my arm, you know, to like massage my fucking arm or whatever. And I kept like lifting it with them and they're like, stop. I'm like, sorry. And they're like, I know you're trying to be helpful. I'm like, my bad, dude. Bad habit. Or they like lift my leg, so I lift my leg up with them and they're like, stop. I'm like, okay. They're like, drop it, put your leg down. I'm like, okay, my bad, dude, my bad. But anyway, yeah, so that was my first massage ever. They said, relax. I'm like, no, I will not. Mint Chocolate Appreciator, thank you for 22 months, almost 2 years. Holy shit. Now I became aware that I should be less in gamer posture. Thank you for the horror story. In 22 months, whoa, I'm surprised it's almost 2 years. I'm surprised it's almost 2 years. First and hopefully not your last. That might be my last. They should probably be able to tell that it was too much by how your muscles were reacting, but they probably thought you liked it. I'm not gonna lie, I was using every ounce of my focus to like, I turned on my like streamer brain to yap at them. And then all of my conscious brain was focused on like, make sure your leg goes as limp as possible, other than trying to help lift it for them. You don't want them to know this is hurting you, so don't tense up. So it was like fully focused on go limp while you're in pain. Don't tense up from the pain. Seraphim says, as someone who always picks hard for massages because it's the only way that works, you will hurt for a couple days. Then feel amazing. I hope I feel amazing. I can't wait. I can't wait. Drink lots of water. And if there's any sore points, put ice on it. That's too much work. I'm just going to drink some water. Maybe. I drink water where what I do is I wait until I'm dehydrated and I'm like, oh shit, I'm dehydrated. And then I pound like 3 cups of water. And that's my water for the day. I'm good to go. Anyway, so what I want you to know is you should definitely not sit there and deal with the pain. Because it fucking hurts. And also, maybe start on medium and then ask your masseuse to go a little harder if you can. You could just drink it every other hour. That's too much work. That's too much to remember. I'm never going to remember that. I'm never going to remember that. I sit at the computer for like 8 to 10 hours. I get in like a haze. Nothing exists to me. All right? When I'm focusing on something. Nothing exists. Num num. Yeah, communicate your needs. Your spine must be very compressed. Do you have a standing desk? I do have a standing desk now. I'm probably going to start using it during these yapping streams, but I have other plans, so don't worry about it. You'll understand soon. Don't worry about it. I have a standing desk, yes. Jack says, you make it sound like a masseuse walks in and it's older lady called Verdona, who's an ex-Marine type beat. I'm not going to lie. That might have been the case, but I don't remember their name because I'm bad with names. I'm really bad with names. You would not believe how long it took me to remember my poor Mane's name. You would not believe how long it takes me to remember most names. Now, if you ask me, Crimzon Rulez, can you remember every single, like all 5 abilities of every character in this MOBA and the percentiles on those stats for all 148 of them? Yes, I can. Can I remember the name of the person I've seen every day for the last, like, I don't know, 10 months that I work with? No. No, I cannot. And no, I will not. Anyway, thanks for the soup. Helia says, every time I get my nails done, they tell me to relax my fingers, and I'm always thinking, I do? How much can you relax a finger? Perception of how my muscles work? True, though. Ruze has no idea who we are. You're right, I don't, Jonathan. I mean, Thorn. Oh. Only my essential information is kept in the brain. How was keyboarding and calisthenics? So I didn't do any calisthenics, nor did I keyboard. However, I will let you know that I made up for it by doing an hour of keyboard practice right before this Satsu. Right before this morning latte. I did an hour of keyboard practice. I mean, literally right before. You know what's funny, Love and Life to the fullest? I don't remember names well, but I do remember faces pretty well. I remember I remember when I was a kid, I used to like remember people from like the most random shit. My mom would always be like, wait, what? I'd be like, oh, that's the guy. She'd be like, what? I'd be like, yeah, the guy that we just saw at the gas station. I'm like, that's the cashier that we saw at Walmart like fucking 4 days ago. She's like, what? Why do you remember that? I'm like, I don't know. But that's the guy. I go to this Thai massage place, and the tiny old ladies there are frighteningly strong. I'm surprised I've never been bruised before. Also, maybe get rid of some of the bugs in your brain to make room. It's important that they stay allocated where they belong. Have I learned how to read sheet music? No, not at all. But I vaguely learned to play a little bit of Moonsetter on piano. I might be able to replicate it. I don't want to get caught for like copyright strike, so I'm gonna leave the I'll try to hit you with a little blast of it. Hold up. I don't think I'm gonna get caught because I mean, like, chances are pretty low. Big Ham, thank you for 7 months and welcome in. Let me try to hit you with it. Hold up. So it's like I think, hold on, let me find my E. Where's E? Okay, so it's like I think it's, oh, my keyboard's not on. Hold on. I think it's too loud. Can you guys hear that? Yeah, you can. So I think it's wait, wrong. I'm on the wrong keys. Hold on. I gotta find my E key. That's C. Okay. Yeah. Something like that. Anyway, I've been trying to practice learning that, and then just doing a little bit of freestyling on like trying to stay within a, what's it called, a chord, I guess, or a key progression or something like that. I don't remember the name for it, but I've been working on that. So I have no idea how to read sheet music. Chord progression? I think it's called a chord progression where you go like, what is it, like C, E, F, G, A or whatever? I don't know. But you keep your thumb on C, you start there, and you kind of just go up. And then you want to start to try to freestyle, I guess, where you try to like keep in rhythm of whatever your backbeat is or whatever your like tempo is. But I've been trying to learn to play in between the beats. So it's like note, like if it's like beat, 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 I'll try to be like, note, note, note. So there's one note in between the beat and there's two notes on the beat, right? So like beat, note, and then a note in between, and then beat, note. That kind of thing is what I've been trying to do. It's very, very basic little baby stuff because I'm a little baby and I have no idea how to read sheet music and I've never really learned anything about music. So here we go. Nicoya, thank you for 20 months of being an asshole. Thank you for making the cute Crimzon bowl. It made my mid noodles taste yummy. Woo! Let's go. And seeing that little full rosator at the bottom when you're done eating? Yeah. Chili con carne. I've heard of that, but I don't know what it is. Is it good? Iwashi! Thank you for 19 months. Pain, go away. Plus, yippee for practice. Yeah! Cube Toast, thank you for 19 months. Yo, Ruze, I officially got my first job as a nurse. I start in December, so just in time for all the delicious merch. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm glad to hear it, and congratulations on your nurse job. Congrats. So what is chili con carne? Back when I was in high school, everyone tryharded playing Megalovania in the break room on the old ass untuned piano between classes. That's gonna be me one day. Egg Yolk, thank you for a full year. Best luck with the practicing, man. Thank you. The brain bugs are there for emotional support. True. True. How'd you fit that whole dog in that mug? Also, thanks for a year. It's a bunch of red meat with corn, tomatoes, zucchini, and onion. Ooh! That does sound good. Damn. That sounds delicious. Translates to chili with meat, but that's just chili, isn't it? I was about to say they call me Ruze con carne, but then I was like, nah, people are gonna take that out of context. That's not what you don't want that one to be a fucking audio clip. I've never drank soup from a mug. Ever. And why would I? No, thank you. I drink my soup from a bowl. I also used to just not be a big soup guy. When I was a kid, the only soup I would eat is chicken noodle soup or ramen, and I didn't even really like ramen. It was chicken noodle soup. Ice cream in a mug? Hell no. What? No. I like ramen now, but I didn't then. I also hated tomato soup. I mean, I still kind of hate tomato soup. I hated tomato soup. I didn't like different types of I didn't like broccoli cheddar. I hated that. I hated clam chowder. I probably still hate broccoli cheddar. Fuck, I probably still hate clam chowder too. Shit. Maybe the only soups I like are like hearty meat stews and like chicken noodle. I've never done brownie in a mug, no. What the hell's minestrone? Isn't that like fucking rice soup? No, thank you. Cereal in a mug. Why are you guys using mugs? Use a bowl. You don't have bowls where you're at? What the fuck? God damn, no wonder I had to invent the Ruze bowl. I gotta save the goddamn world. Apparently I've got to invent bowls for you motherfuckers. It's the oldest goddamn dishware in the universe. Literally the first thing people ate off of was probably a goddamn bowl. Maybe a plate if you're lucky. What do you mean bowls get cold, mugs are easy to carry? How long are you taking on your soup, brother? Mugs have handles? What, you can't cup your hand? Be so real with me right now. Mugs are easier to clean, brother, than a bowl? You're telling me, okay, bear with me for a moment. It is easier for you to reach into a mug with your sponge and clean out that 90-degree angle where all of the food and gunk likes to stick than it is a smooth, rounded bowl. You're a fucking liar. You're lying to me. You're just making shit up. You're just saying things because you want to use your damn mug for your soup. That's not true. Better for portion control, I understand. A mug's just a smaller bowl with a handle. No, it isn't. A mug is a small pot, if anything. Marsh, thank you for a year and a half, but you're wrong. And typically I would never argue with a frog because frogs hold great wisdom. But in this case, you're clearly a trickster frog, and I'm going to argue with you. You're wrong. A mug is not a bowl. It's the wrong shape to be a bowl. That is a small pot with a handle. That's a small ceramic pot. What are the bowls too hot to hold? Then it's too hot to be picking up and drinking like that. Let it sit. What are the mugs too hot to hold? I don't know. What are your cups too hot to hold? What are you going to put it in your fucking mouth? If it's too hot for your hand, it's too hot for your mouth. I promise you that. I do reject the frog's wisdom. I do. Man, I'm bad at keeping these calm. Fuck. I'm really bad at the morning latte thing. In that case, a bowl is also a pot. No, a bowl's not a pot. Have you ever had a pot that's a smooth fucking angle? Huh? No. That doesn't make no damn sense. Pot's gotta have flat bottoms like a mug. A wok? That's not a pot. That's a pan. That's a curved pan. In fact, there's a name for it. You want to know what it is? You want to know the name? Do you want to know? I'll tell you the secret. Lean in real close. Don't worry. It's ancient wisdom. I learned this from the dragon atop the mountain after I passed through the fucking waterfall. It's called a fucking wok. There's a word for it. It's a wok. Ancient wisdom. My friend said latte is not coffee. It's coffee-flavored milk. No, your friend's right. I'm sorry. Your friend's 100% right. I don't drink black coffee. I don't like black coffee. I like lattes. I like my coffee-flavored milk. Yum, 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 yum. As long as it's got enough caffeine in it. Oh. Yum, 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 yum. Mmm. Yummy. I only drink black coffee for deadlines. Just have an energy drink. Just put the chemicals straight in your fucking body. Just put it in there. What's super creatine? I don't fucking know, but damn, oh boy, does it keep me awake, whatever it is. It's better than regular creatine because it's super. Listen, tell your friend that if it's for kids, if lattes are for kids and coffee is for adults, then he defines adulthood by suffering, and that's lame. So what now? He can't eat cake? Is that for kids? Can't play video games? Is that for kids? He can't watch Crimzon Rulez lambast him for his wrong opinions? Is that for kids? Also, don't give kids caffeine. That's a bad idea. Oh shit, I've been recycling my brain tissue with all that super creatine. That's pretty cool. If you like meaty stews, try chicken afritada when you can. It's a Filipino chicken stew type dish. I'd try that. That sounds delicious. Looking forward to next Soup and Chips Day where we get soup mugs. You're not getting a soup mug. How dare you, Amatatsu? How dare you? I will let it slide because you've done 22 months of being a jackass, and I can respect you. Respect. I can respect you. I can change your spec. Come here. You're not retribution any longer. I'm switching you to probably holy, I think, because you need God if you think I'm giving you a fucking soup mug. Where'd my water bottle go? I gotta crush a water bottle after my latte or I'll forget. Yummy! Nothing like chewy water. Yum, 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 yum. What about a soup wok? Do you guys just want dishware? Is that the merch we're going for? Speaking of merch, I might skip merch this. No promises, but it's not looking good for the home team, brother. You remember when I said I wasn't going to put out anything I'm not happy with? Anything I wouldn't buy? We'll see. It depends on how negotiations go. Okay, anyway, back to work. I'm pre-prepping you for disappointment. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's gonna happen yet, but I'm pre-prepping you. Sorry. If it does happen, it'll probably sometime. Well, we'll see. I don't know. You know what? I'm making no promises about whether it will or will not happen or when it will be because I'm still in the debating phase at the moment. So we'll see. True. I'm actually saving your wallet. You're welcome. What am I kicking? Oh, that's my stand. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. I feel latte taste in the back of my tongue. Blah, 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 blah. What the hell's a popcorn sweater? What's that mean? Crimzon correspondent! I know what you are. Are you a cat because you're a tsundere? Well, I'm not a tsundere, nor am I a cat. I'm wearing dog ears today, actually. Double dog ears, brother. Coffee. Homestuck pointing at a Homestuck. Let's go. Yeah, I got that dog in me. I got that dog in me. I almost barked. Whew, that was a close one. I had to control myself. Man, that latte was so good. That latte was so good. What else have I got going on that I wanted to yap about? I set up a bunch of old video game systems that I've had laying around that I haven't touched in forever. So that's cool. I haven't plugged them in yet, but I organized like my game console shelf. I want to go buy a GameCube really bad because I grew up playing GameCube, but I ended up selling mine. And I kind of want to buy a Wii U. I had a Wii U at one point, but I ended up selling that too, which felt bad, but it is what it is. Did you ever play Speed Racer on the PS2? So I didn't actually grow up with PS2 or PS1 or PS3 or anything like that. Sadly. Sorry. I didn't grow up with that, but I do have some. What the hell, my Fugies? Get out of here. I do have those consoles. I got one from my uncle, which was his PS1, I believe. And my little brother actually sold me his PS4. So I've got that. And then I think I have a PS2 from somewhere. I don't even remember where I got that. But I didn't grow up playing those, so they don't hold a lot of nostalgia for me. But I do want to play some of the games on them at some point. Wii U doesn't really have any worth games. I know, but I want to play Monster Hunter Tri on there again. That's where I first experienced Monster Hunter, was on the Wii U. Were you an Atari kid growing up? Atari was just a little bit, well, actually, since I am every age. Atari was not before my time, but I wasn't into video games at that time, so no, I was not an Atari kid growing up. But I did play Sega Genesis with my uncle. So that was cool. I played Sega Genesis with my uncle. We used to play Sonic 1 and 2. And with my older sister, I would play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So that was a lot of fun. Oh, and I used to play, I did play the Super Nintendo. I don't think I ever owned a Super Nintendo, but I would play Super Nintendo in daycare. I remember I used to play Link to the Past, but I had no idea what I was doing. I've never played Miiverse, but I hear it's good. I never owned a Dreamcast either. The first system I think I owned, like not I owned, but my family owned, that was like for us, was a Nintendo 64. That was really cool. I remember there was this like really bad mill sim game that I used to play or whatever, where you flew a helicopter around. And that was okay. That was fine. But then there was also this cool like Space Wars game, because I can't say the brand, that I liked playing, that had like you were piloting ships or whatever, and I wasn't like a big Space Wars fan, but I don't know, I was new to video games, I guess, so it seemed super fun at the time. And then I got Ocarina of Time, and my life was changed forever. Oh, and Smash Bros. I used to play Smash Bros. With my older sister all the time. That was cool. And then I had a GameCube. GameCube's probably the console I associate with childhood the most, because I grew up playing GameCube, really. Like, I played N64 when I was a kid, but, like, growing up, most of my memories are of GameCube. And that was a ton of fun, too. I loved GameCube. I had Pokemon Stadium. I wasn't super attached to it, actually. I've never really played Splatoon, sorry. I've only beaten Ocarina of Time twice in my life, Gale. Once when I was a kid, and once later when I was like, you know, pretty well. I mean, like, I beat it like again. Was it like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that? I don't know. I've only played it twice, but it had like such an impact on me the first time I beat it. I could tell you how to play that game front to back. Like, there's no problem. But I'm also the type of person who consumes media once and then I'm pretty much done with it. I just don't like, I don't like going back and replaying media. It's not my thing. Did I play the OE? No, I didn't play any Resident Evil. Are you out of your mind? Hell no. Did I ever play Master Quest? I tried. I just couldn't finish it. It didn't feel different enough to keep my attention. Majora's Mask is really good, but I'm not the type of person who goes back and revisits movies or video games. Like, if I care about it enough, I'll just remember it as if I'm experiencing it at that moment. And if I don't, then I don't want to go re-experience it. So, yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at. You know, I was never a big Mega Man kid because I didn't have the systems that it was on. And I never played the turn-based, like, RPG one that had Axel in it because I didn't know it existed. But I do remember being really into, I was really into Mega Man Zero, which was really cool. But I didn't play it. I just watched my older sister play it on the Game Boy Advance. Oh, I liked Battle Network a lot. I had no idea what I was doing, but I loved playing Battle Network. I think I played Battle Network 3? Question mark? I don't know. It was cool. I always wanted to play Mega Man Zero, but it wasn't mine, so yeah. I always thought that being on the internet was going to be something like Mega Man Battle Network. It was not. It was not. But I fantasized that it would be like that. It would be super cool, and I'd have like a net nav or whatever they were called. Oh, they re-released them on Switch, huh? That could be fun to go back and mess around with. What exactly is Battle Network? So, Carrie, Mega Man Battle Network is sort of an AU where Mega Man's not actually like a robot in the future. He's a program, an exe file or a .nav file, which are like, they're there to help you navigate the internet. But in this universe, the internet is like sort of like a extra dimensional space where, like, you know, programs actually can move around, interact, and talk with each other, and basically .navs, I think, or net navs or whatever they're called, are supposed to like fight viruses. So people who are exceptionally good at navigating with their navs are kind of like partnered up like Pokemon style with their personal battle nav, and they go and attack viruses to defend the real world, because viruses are like overload heating systems and try to light buildings on fire, or like set off like explosive bombs or whatever, crazy stuff. So you have to go and stop them because the viruses are being evil, and the viruses are usually personified in some like humanoid sort of like evil robot way, and then you take your .nav and you go fight them. So it's like that. It's like if Mega Man was trapped in the internet, and then there was a human kid in the real world who was helping him like deal with evil viruses and stuff. What is/was the scariest game you managed to play? I don't know. I guess Dead Space wasn't very scary to me, but I played Dead Space. It was supposed to be scary, but it just ended up not being very scary. I'm Left 4 Dead. I did not watch the Battle Network anime, no. Night, Tasagare. I've never played Alien Isolation, and I don't think I will, thank you. Dead Space is very scary. What do you mean? It's not really. It's mostly just body horror. I mean, you're never like in a position where you feel very weak. You're so empowered that nothing's really that scary, right? Like you're shooting off alien limbs. Like you're super strong. That's it. It's not scary because you're never in a situation where you can't fight back, right? That's like saying, like, isn't Space Marine scary because there's Tyranids in it? Like, not really. Like, I guess, but no. It's more the disempowerment that messes with you, not things like gore or body horror. Yeah, gore and body horror don't bother me that much. Like, it can bother me. Like, I don't like jump scares, right? Like, I don't like I don't watch a lot of zombie media because I don't like when the camera suddenly flashes onto some person's face and, like, their fucking eyes hanging out and half their jaw's been removed and, like, they're all cut up and yucky and their, like, tongue is, like, lolling around. Like, that's a little gross to me. But watching, like, exceptional levels of violence or gore doesn't bother me that much. And it's probably because I grew up on the internet and saw that earlier than I should have. It's more the concept of, like, being put in a situation where you're going to get hurt really bad and there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I mean? That's probably why I'm so concerned with where my pain tolerance is and making sure it stays high and not taking pain medicine too often, because I'm always worried that something horrible is going to happen and I'm going to be tortured in some way and I need to be able to handle it. And that's why the zombie situation is scary to me, right? Because it's not the zombies. Zombies are scary, don't get me wrong. That is a terrifying idea. But the terrifying part is the idea of blunt-ass, shitty human teeth slowly pulling you apart. That is a slow, horrible way to die. I don't want to die like that. Not interested. Bro, who's going to torture you? I don't know. It could happen. That's all I'm saying. I tried to play the Resident Evil remake, but I could not do that. Once you slid under that garage door, I gave up. I quit. I turned it off the system immediately. I couldn't do it. Preparing for every hypothetical imaginable. That's my way, baby. That's the way I do it. I think a lot of, like, very cheap horror is what gets me, you know, like camera pan, high string on a fucking, like, high string on, like, a cello and fucking, like, horrifying face. Like, that fucks with me. That fucks with me because, like, I'm gonna imagine that later. But, like, is watching somebody's arms be pulled off gonna fuck with me? Not really. Is seeing some twisted abomination of, like, put together human parts coming at me gonna fuck with me? You need a damn good camera angle and some good lighting and scary music. But I could, I guess. Before going to bed, do you just think of every scenario? Most of the time, yeah. Pika zombies? That's crazy. So you would unironically be terrified of FNAF. I think FNAF was scary for about the first 5 minutes, and then it wasn't. It was very scary for the first 5 minutes, though, yeah. Yeah, I don't like the jump scares. I think jump scares bother me quite a bit. I think it's like, I can reason through most horror. It's just, if something sudden happens, that's what fucks with me. It's the inability to deal with it beforehand. But Dead Space has so many jump scares, I'm still confused. So, I think there's something that triggers in my brain when a jump scare happens in a game and you have a weapon, where it's like, that's scary, but it's scary in the same way Hunt Showdown's scary. Like, Hunt Showdown is a horror game before it's anything. Like, my adrenaline has rarely been higher than when I'm playing something like Hunt Showdown. However, I also have a fucking gun. So, yeah, you're gonna jump scare me and I'm gonna go, ah! And then I'm gonna shoot you. And it's the same thing in Dead Space. I go, ah! And then because it's a game and it needs to be balanced around being a game, I'm aware they're never going to put me in a situation I can't get out of. So it's like after the jump scare, I'm usually at a far enough distance to calmly aim my little cutter and shoot off a limb. Or it's a like button pressing scene where you just have to click buttons in a quick time event, and I'm probably going to kill him with my cutter. It's not that bad. It's not that scary. That's like saying, like, I'm afraid of the flood. I'm just not in Halo. It's like, eh. Ooh, I do hate the suspense. The suspense is brutal. Suspense in games can be pretty rough. You should play Outlast. I'd rather die. Thank you. What are your thoughts on horror literature? I don't read enough of it to have thoughts on horror literature. It's fine. It's okay. I cannot play any horror game where the mechanic is I feel dread. Yeah. What do you think of Junji Ito? I haven't read enough Junji Ito, but from what I've seen of Junji Ito, it does not bother me. So one type of horror I'm exceptionally resistant to is eldritch horror, or like kind of really like absurdist horror where it's like this bad thing is happening and it's bad and it's happening. Like the Spirals one, where it's like people see spirals and their bodies start spiraling out of control and like spirals get bored into their flesh. I'm like, okay, like I guess that's scary. I guess. I mean, okay, I guess I would just find a gun with one bullet. Like, why do what's scary about this? That just seems like that's the type of horror to me that's just like Saw. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna take the easy way out. Like, that's only as scary as the idea of like there's a T-Rex coming to get you. Like, okay, yeah, that sucks. That's gonna hurt. I'm gonna take an easier way out than that. Bye. You're not scared of Lovecraftian? No, not at all. Almost all Lovecraftian horror is either a horrible monster is gonna eat you, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna take the easy way out, or it's so terrible and scary that it'll drive you insane. And I'm like, I don't believe that. There's nothing I can't. I'm built different. I'm him. I am him. I'm sorry, but I'm him. I would look Cthulhu in the eyes, unbothered, moisturized, in my lane. That does not shake my faith in reality. You know what's funny about Cthulhu, actually? Let's talk about that, because we're having a latte talk anyway. I can do whatever I want. We're having a little morning, tasty, delicious latte, and we're just shooting the shit. The thing about Cthulhu that's funny is Cthulhu doesn't drive you mad. That's not how that works. The problem with Lovecraftian horror isn't that like they have like a madness aura about them. It's Lovecraft's view of the world and how that would drive someone insane. Fur Tree, thank you for 22 months, by the way. So, him, but also can't play horror games. Lol. Listen, I just don't want to stab my poor mailman. I'll explain that in a minute too. Just bear with me. I said there's nothing that can drive me insane, and it's true. There isn't. Yeah, exactly, Apollo. You get it. We all saw the same short. Good. So the thing about like Lovecraft is that Cthulhu's mythos and all this, and you know, it was absent when I read the Call of Cthulhu novel or whatever. There was no like you go insane because you see Cthulhu. The idea is that you would go insane because you, as an educated person, understanding the vast scale of the cosmos, realizing how irrelevant and pointless humanity is in the face of these eldritch monstrosities that are all powerful and don't care about you, you would go insane because you realize how like pointless humanity is. That doesn't drive me insane because I'm not a fucking baby, all right? Like, I'm sorry, Lovecraft, you're a baby. You're a child. If that's enough to drive you insane, you've never been to Walmart. Like, grow up, man. Like, yeah, of course humans are pointless. We're all pointless. That is the point. The point is you make your own point in existence. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if there's eldritch beings beyond my comprehension that are stronger than me. So what? Does seeing a human drive a spider insane? Hell no. Who fucking cares? I still gotta live my damn life. If there's fucking planet-swallowing motherfuckers out there, unless they're rolling towards Elysium, I don't give a shit. Why do I care? That doesn't drive me insane. That doesn't drive me insane any more than knowing that, like, fire exists and could consume me. That doesn't drive me insane more than knowing a black hole exists. I don't give a fuck, dude. You can't drive me insane with that. Cthulhu invented nihilism. Not really. It's just Lovecraft accidentally stumbled upon nihilism and couldn't handle it. He doesn't understand positive nihilism. He doesn't understand the idea of nihilism / positive. Lovecraft's eldritch horror is realizing that our understanding and knowledge of the world is wrong on a deeply fundamental level. I get that, and I get why that would be disturbing to a man in that era, I guess, where they had like the sort of like worldview that they had, but I'm sorry, bro. Nihilism's been in for like 100 years. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Why should I? Okay? Once again, the fly does not concern itself with the fly swatter until it has been swatted. Until then, it's all eating shit and fucking. That's the existence. I don't give a shit. I eat shit and I play my video games. I don't care about the fly swatter. Why do I give a damn? That's nothing to me. That doesn't mean anything till it's hit me. Jose Juarez says, bro, you need to play Look Outside. It's the best Lovecraftian game. Another month here, by the way. Thank you for 22 months. I've heard really good things about that game. Positive nihilism? How's that possible? All right, consider this. Here's the deal. Almost every decision, every like moment of nihilism turns the universe into ones and zeros. And I mean that in a good way, right? You can be nihilistic and be like, there's no purpose in the universe. Humanity has no greater meaning. Humanity has no like vast cosmic like drive or destiny. And you could say, oh no, I'm not important. I'm not special. Or you can say, cool, man. Guess I got to make my own. All right. I'm going to make my own. I don't fucking care. I am that guy. I'm him. I'm the meme when people are like, why do you keep doing it? Why do you keep pushing when it's so hard? Why do you keep trying even though things are difficult? I like pizza and I want to eat more of it. That's it. That's all I fucking need, bro. I have chosen to take the binary of life is pointless and go, okay, well, I like pizza. I want to eat more of it. Even, like, you know what I think when I'm in my darkest thoughts, brother? When depression rears back its ugly head, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get a little treat. Even when I don't have any money, I'm going to get a little treat. What's my little treat? I don't know. I'm going to read a book tomorrow. I'm going to show up late to work. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to have a cookie. Melly. Thank you for 22 months. I eat shit and play video games. Crimzon Rulez 2025. That's right, brother. If I am the fly, I do not concern myself with the fly swatter. Why should I? Why should I? Fuck it, we ball. The philosophy. Damn straight. There's 1,000 little tricks you can give yourself to take a positive swing on nihilism. And one of them is little treats, serotonin boosters. But another one is to just take joy in the struggle. Right? Like, yeah, life's hard. Things suck. But I made it. I'm making it. Every day I push through it and I'm like, yeah, I really am John Dark Souls, brother. Yeah, that Hydra fucking sucks, but I'm gonna keep beating my head against it until I get past it. Oh, man. Sif, you little fucker, you. I'm gonna learn those attack patterns, brother. But that's me with my daily life. I'm like, damn. Depression be rearing its ugly head at 4 a.m. when I'm awake. Guess I'm gonna turn on a little YouTube short. You can't get me, brother. I take a little joy in spiting a cruel, uncaring universe. I get serotonin out of that. That makes me excited. That makes me excited to tell the universe, fuck you. Simply parry the depression? Exactly. Pong. Anyway, the point is, the Cthulhu, like, eldritch horror shit, that don't work on me. I don't give a fuck. People be like, look upon this and see how worthless humanity is. I'll be like, okay. I don't fucking care, dude. It's the same thing as people like, oh, but what if we're in a simulation, bro? I don't fucking care. Why should I? Why should I care? I'm already in a simulation. I'm in a simulation run by people with significantly more power than me. People who are living their hedonistic lives at the expense of everything else around them. I live in that reality now. Right now. Life goes on. I have to keep dealing with it. I'm going to keep dealing with it. That's real. It really is. And that's okay, because I had a latte today. I got to shoot the shit with you guys today. Somebody gave me soup, and somebody hung out for 22 months of being a Ruzader today. It's okay. Whatever, man. I got to watch some YouTube shorts today. I practiced a little keyboard. That was cool. I got my first massage ever. That was really cool. And I got it at a discount. That was nice. I had enough leftover money to tip my waiter today. I haven't always had that in my life. I haven't always had the option to go out to eat because I knew I couldn't afford to tip. That's nice. There's a lot of nice little things to look forward to. Did you explain why you got a discount? Because I looked for a coupon. I've never done that, but I did. That was cool. Listen, nobody's ever wanted a Destiny more than little Ruze. I think the vast majority of my probably undiagnosed fucking... Oh. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. My connection's going to shit. 1 second. 1 second. I don't love to hang out with you guys. I like to yap at you guys. I'm talking at you, not to you. Remember that forever. I still hate you. Anyway, the point is, no one's ever wanted Destiny to be a real thing more than Little Ruze. Little Ruze wanted to be a little hero. I wanted to die on a hill with a sword for a great cause. I wanted the world to be black and white, just and unjust, good and bad. I wanted there to be a hard delineation between people that were bad and people that were good, and what is right and what is wrong. Growing up to recognize all the gray, growing up to recognize all the nuance, and more importantly, to recognize that there was no great destiny lying ahead of me, that hurt. That was tough. And it took a long time. It took like years and years and years, more than a decade, to come to terms with that and recognize that the lack of a great destiny meant that nobody was pulling the strings, that I get to decide. I get to choose what matters. I get to choose where like import and drive and destiny come from for me. Like, no, there's no great fucking like angelic being telling me you're the chosen one, but I choose to be that. I'm the one. I can be strong enough to give myself destiny. I can choose to do the right thing. Not because I've been told destiny says I have to, because I want to, because I want to be that guy, because I'm him. I could choose to be him. So I will. I have the fortitude. I can make it happen. To my own detriment. I will. That's cool. That's where I'm at, brother. It took a while. I wanted destiny, but now I'm glad it doesn't exist. I'm glad to be a positive nihilist. I'm glad. Hell yeah, Mew. Thank you. Sorry for my voice break there. I gotta have a little water. My voice is getting fucking worn out. I've been yapping for too long, for too many days in a row. And thank you for the soup. Nah, sorry, Gail. I'm just a guy. I tell you guys this all the time, but I'm just a guy. I'm not the chosen one. Living through the horrors, TM. But at least I have chicken fingies and VTubers. That's right, Pixie Punk. Thank you for a year and a half of being exceptional. So I could be worse. It could be worse. It's true. It could be worse. Dude, I thought you were talking about Destiny, the video game. Same thing, really, John Burner account. Same thing. Hey, bro, you're the chosen... Actually, fuck everything I just said, guys. Destiny's super cool. You guys are lame. Sucks not to be the chosen one, huh? Yeah, I used to have big dreams too. I remember there was like a long time where I was bereft, recognizing that life was pointless, and I thought I had it all figured out, dude. Little 12-year-old me thought he was so much smarter than everybody else. I'm like, you guys just don't get it. You guys don't understand. Nothing means anything. Who fucking cares? They'd be like, what do you want to be when you grow up, Ruze? I'm like, I don't fucking care. Who cares? Like, I can't be a hero with a sword fighting monsters. There's no great evil to slay. All heroes are dead. Reality's full of bad people winning. Why do I care? I don't want to be anything. I'm not even gonna make it to adulthood. That was me when I was a 12-year-old. I thought I was so fucking smart. And you know what? I wasn't wrong, but I was wrong on how I processed it. I wasn't wrong about all those things, but I could choose to enjoy that. I could choose to make my own destiny. And now, here I go, brother. Yum, 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 yum. Destiny. The 13-year-old nihilist versus the 30-year-old nihilist? Exactly. Exactly. Now I'm a 76-year-old and dead nihilist. I've got a lot of thoughts in there. Now, would I still take up a sword and go die on a snowy hill If, like, I don't know, an evil dragon showed up or something? Probably. Like, if the zombie apocalypse happened, would I immediately start, like, an almost, like, religious level of, like, I must purify the undead to make the world better for whoever comes next? Probably. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'd have to try to do that to find meaning in it all, but... Does this count as Hope Core? I don't know, dude. What is Hope Core? Sure, why not? How do we get talking about this dumb shit? Oh, Cthulhu. Yeah. All right. Let's tie it all back in. Let's rope back around and stop traveling down the stupid abstract like synapses I've been wandering away from. I've gotten too far from the trunk. I'm along the branch now. I'm about to fall off, hit the ground, shatter my little dome. And if I shatter my dome when I'm already talking about the metaphysical me inside of my own mind, I don't know what happens. What happens if you break your fake brain of the fake you that you made up in your head to talk about what's going on while you're thinking about things? I don't know. Anyway, Fur Tree, thanks for the chip. Is Hope Core the new copium? I think copium is believing in a sweet lie at the expense of not acknowledging the truth in front of you. I think Hope Core is maybe not different, but I think Hope Core can involve a more positive mindset of like acknowledging things are bad and choosing to be positive in spite of it, or choosing to find purpose in spite of it anyway. Let's go, Shed. Thank you for the soup. Anyway, dialing it back, Cthulhu monsters mean nothing to me. I would fear them not, unless, of course, the logical understanding of this creature could tear me apart. But that's about as scary as knowing that alligators exist, which, yeah, that's scary, I guess. They're still really fucking cool, dude. So just being an optimist, being hopeful. I try to be an optimist. I think I'm naturally a pessimistic motherfucker. I think that comes to me really, really easily, and it takes active effort to force myself into optimism, but I've been working on it for a few years, so I hope I'm getting there. I'd rather fight Cthulhu than the average gator, honestly. You know what fucking... I'm sorry, but if you haven't read Cthulhu yet, I'm going to spoiler you right now. So, spoilers in a few seconds. I'll count down, and then I don't know, like, I'll go wink, wonk when it's safe to tune back in. But spoilers for an old book. In the fucking Cthulhu book, they literally, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spoilers time. So, in the Cthulhu book... They hype the shit up. They go find this ancient city. Everybody gets driven and fucking insane and whatever. It's all this dumb shit. And then they fucking fight Cthulhu. Cthulhu gets released. And you know what they do? They run his dumb ass over with a boat. I'm not kidding. He's just like he's a massive like flotsam. They hit him with a boat. He dies. That's it. That's how weak Cthulhu is. They didn't hit him with some super cannon. They didn't laser beam him. They didn't have to summon Godzilla from the ocean and hit him with a fucking radiation beam. Dude ran him over with a regular ass boat. Just a boring, regular boat. And he died. This great, horrible monster from the stars that's undefeatable and drives people mad. Motherfucker died to a boat. That's it. I'm not kidding. It wasn't even like a big boat. Anyway, so, yeah, no, I'm not very scared of Cthulhu. Anyway. You can come back now. It was so fun. It was such a wet fart of a story ending. Don't talk about it anymore. No more typing about it, but it was a wet fart. I was like, this is so sad. This is so dumb. This is the guy who got the whole mythos named after him. This guy sucks. Should have been called like the Azathoth mythos. The Call of Azathoth would have been way cooler, dude. So depressing. That's a bummer, Needle. I did not know that, but now I know. Should have been the call of Nyarlathotep. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue as well as Cthulhu. Now, do you think Cthulhu is pronounced Cthulhu, like people keep saying, or is it like Cthulhu? I think it's Cthulhu. Like there's a sound and you cut it off before you get any vowel sound, like Cthulhu. Because it's supposed to be like inhuman, right? Like unpronounceable or whatever. He wanted to be named Yog Sothoth. Sothoth, huh? That's pretty cool. It's supposed to be inhuman. That doesn't bother me at all, Gale. Okay, so you have a team set up to constantly run his dumb ass over. Problem solved. He loses. I win. Humanity is the true eldritch horror. We are an unstoppable force of corruption and destruction. Oops. You think that makes that any better? Motherfucker had to back off. I'm not going to argue about this because I don't want to spoiler it too much. But the point is, that's pathetic. Weak as hell. Sorry. On the power scaling, he ranks far below, like, I don't know, every fucking cartoon character. Weak. Weak. Good morning. Are you an eldritch horror? Yes. All humans are eldritch horrors. You know what's scary about humans? We come up with shit like that. Only we can think of dumb shit like that. What the fuck's wrong with humans? What's wrong with you assholes? Why do you think of that shit? Horrible. Horrible. You guys ever watch, I've been watching a lot of Tail Foundry lately, and I know, ooh, YouTuber watches video essays? Crimzon Rulez gets all of his thoughts from video essays. Somebody's gonna say that someday. And you know what? Fuck you. Sorry for bettering myself. Secondly, anyway, I've been watching a lot of Tail Foundry, and I watched one of their videos about, like, how humans love designing horrible places worse than hell, worse than, like, the concept of hell. And yeah, they do that a lot, don't they? We love doing that shit. And it seems that humans, and this quote stuck with me, I guess, the only thing worse than hell is humanity, because they are the only things that tend to come up with something that is worse than the concept of hell, which is crazy work. But what are you gonna do? Hell yeah, Isla. Hell yeah. Thank you for the soup. Hell too. We come up with that stuff for fun. We sure do. Les, we sure do. Also, thank you as well for the soup. Thank you for the magenta soup. Tastes like fruit punch. Super hell. Exactly. You get it, Cactus. You get no. We cope with the horrors of reality by creating horrors of fiction. Yeah, I think that, like, the irony is that we are slowly developing a real hell, which is scary, but hopefully we have time to adjust. We'll see. Anyway, the point of this is that, like, hell as a concept is the idea of, like, this eternal torment that is tailored to your personal sin. So something you've done in your life is being punished in this eternal torment or whatever. Now, humanity loves designing these weird machine worlds that just don't give a fuck about what you've done. You're just a number, you're another cog in the machine. You don't mean anything. You're not being punished for anything you did. You're just being tortured because it's efficient, or it's useful, or you're a useful fuel source. And that is worse than hell because you're not even important. This type of hell doesn't even give you the decency of being like, well, you did something wrong and you're being punished for it. It doesn't consider you worth that. You are just being punished for existing. And that's capitalism. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you're right, Gail. No. At least we're not being tortured. Well, yeah. Give it time. Yeah, Matrix type hell. Yeah, that's super hell. A hell that doesn't care what you did. Has nothing to do with you. You're not important. You're fodder. You're fuel. At best. If you're lucky, you're fuel. Who up cogging they machine right now? Yo, you better... Hey! Mr. Gooseberry, leave me alone. I'm trying to work type shit. I ain't up cogging my machine. Nah, I'm just kidding. From the famous fiction series, do not create the Torment Nexus. We bring to you to Torment Nexus Park. Me when I try to figure out how to make Jurassic Park real. Is this brain rot? Yeah. Yeah, we're like a big family here. We like to have fun. XOXO, lots of love. Anyway, guys, get back to work, or I will be removing your Christmas bonus. Well, that's a different type of hell, Pedro. If we're talking about Troll Society, let's not get into Homestuck Troll Society, actually. I could go down a huge tangent about that, but I ain't about to do all that. That's crazy. Time to onionize. Let's go. Is that what we're going to discuss for next Homestuck Day? No. No, I'm not going down there. I'm not doing it. I can't. You can't make me. You can't drag me in there. Not the Homestuck rants. Exactly. Nah. I ain't going down there. Being born a troll is shit no matter what, like, you're born as. You're either born competition for the Empress and she kills you at a young age. You're born as a soldier in their horrible war, and at best you might get some, like, you know, hedonistic benefits, but other than that, you're still a war machine. Or you're born on the lower tiers and you're literally just cogs in the machine. Sometimes you're just food. No one wins. Ow, my back. What the hell is open bound? What? Have I watched any epic films lately? No, not really. Hi, I'm back. Damn. That's crazy, Nottingcar. It's good to know I'm the Homestuck guy. I'm the guy. I'm the guy of dude. I'm the dude of thing. I'm him. I'm the Homestuck guy if you look up Homestuck now. Have I watched any movies lately? I rewatched the first two Twilight movies, and then I watched the three I haven't watched. Those were something. And today, I decided to treat myself to a movie, and I watched a free movie, which the Twilight movies are free on YouTube as well, I believe, so if you want to watch those. I watched Abe Lincoln versus Zombies. It was... You know what? I think I'm not too afraid of getting in trouble for this one. Judging from the budget of the film, I'm going to assume the budget isn't enough to, you know, come at cover for me saying what I think. And it was about as good as you imagine from the title. So, yup. I don't even think it was that funny. It was just kind of, it just kind of was. It kind of was. I think I would have rather have watched Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Popular culture reference movie kind of thing. Not even that. It didn't even have the decency to do like Marvelized like zingers. I mean, there was a few zingers. Sorry, guys. Abe Lincoln got me. So all the cultural references in the movie are, you kind of just have to have a baseline understanding of American history, and they're not that funny. I guess maybe it's just not made for me. I don't know. The humor wasn't there. They had every opportunity to make it super campy and goofy and gory and like kind of silly and that way, and they just didn't. It felt kind of like they thought they wanted to maybe make something with like an actual storyline, and they didn't. But it also wasn't like, I don't know, I guess I expected it to be kind of like Sharknado level of like tongue-in-cheek, like it understands it's not a serious movie, but they kind of tried to make it a serious movie? Question mark? It's hard to explain. It fell flat in every level. Like it wasn't campy and tongue-in-cheek and self-aware, but there was moments where it sort of tried to be that way, but not really. And then there was moments where it tried to have a story, but it was pretty poorly written. There's a lot of like loose plot threads that never bothered tying themselves up. There was characters that just existed for the sake of existing. Almost all the death scenes were super slow paced and weird, and the zombies felt very like non-threatening and strange, and their rules kept changing on a per scene basis just for whatever was convenient. It just wasn't very good. It wasn't very good. It wasn't even funny. It didn't have the decency to be bad, but aware it was bad. Wouldn't recommend it. Yeah. Watch The Velocipaster. I don't know about that one, but we'll see. Did you check out the movie recommendations from the VOD question? Not yet. Not yet. I do need to go back and look at those, though. Have I ever watched A Knight's Tale? Yeah, it's a movie I like a lot. Actually, I like that movie a lot. It's very good. Samurai Cop? The hell is that? The hell is Moonfall? All right, wait a minute. Everybody stop. You're turning this into the VOD question, and then I gotta go and look at the VOD question answers. You can't trick me. You're turning this Zatsu into that VOD question. Now you stop it. You're trying to deceive me. What else has been going on lately? I've been looking at old games I want to play. I've been thinking about games I want to get back to playing that I started. I've been thinking about games I probably won't have time to get back to on stream, and I might just have to play through off stream. There's never enough time in the day. How do I add another 48 hours to every day? I want every day to be 72 hours long, I've decided. Archon, thanks for 5... Wow, Archon, thanks for 5 months. You want to play Diablo 2 so bad? You know what's funny is that was actually one of the games I was thinking about playing. It's a game I grew up playing a lot, so it's something I definitely would want to probably revisit. And it's not even like I got very far. Like, I think I only ever played the baseline campaign, and then I played a little bit of Nightmare mode, and I might have done like 1 or 2 bail runs in Nightmare, but I never got much further than that. Like, I wasn't the type of guy who, like, leveled my character to a bajillion or whatever. I don't even know if I played you know what? I might have gotten a Loot Ghislaine and then gotten through that to, what was it called? Fuck, holy shit. What's the fucking like super jungly environment called? Kadras? Fuck. Karadras? Kurast! Yeah, I got the Kurast docks, and I think I stopped playing. I think it's because my Necromancer build fell apart and my skeletons were useless, or maybe I just didn't have enough computer time, because, you know, obviously I had to share my computer time with my older sister, and my older sister, my little brother, so that was a hassle. Or maybe I just lost interest. I don't remember. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I watched my older sister play Nightmare Mode. Maybe that's what it was. I have fuzzy memory of it, but I don't think I ended up beating Diablo 2, but I really loved it. I loved playing it. I remember playing through the opening, like, Den of Evil quest so many times. What's stopping you from playing it now, then? Time. The same thing that's stopping me from completing, like, every game on my backlog. The same thing that's stopping me from going back and playing through Pokemon Emerald again, or finishing Pikmin 2 and Silk Song and Dragon's Dogma 2 and Dragon's Dogma 1 and fucking too many games, that's what. Thank you for reminding me, Big Ham. Kurast Docks, that's what it was. Whoa, there was a fan remaster? I don't support that because that's bad, and I only support corporations making money. That's good where good lies. That's where good is. I don't like fan games. Fan games bad. I would never support that. Anyway, yeah, that's bad. Capitalism. Yum, 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 yum. Unless, of course, the company supports the fan games up until it gets big enough to legally attack them and say, we never supported that. That's bad, even though they gave us big publicity, and that's the reason we exist, and it's off the back of the fans that we thrive and survive. But now that we're big enough, that's bad. Yucko. Then I only support the company again, of course, because that's where I'm at. I'm playing with you. That's bad. My poker face game's bad? Damn, dude. Damn. Brother, your entire corpo supports fan game. I like that. That's beautiful. That's that positive nihilism we're talking about. Might be copium, but that's that positive nihilism we're talking about, baby. Thank you, John Corpo. You know what? I'm going to pretend that's true. I'm going to pretend that's true. I wish, dude. But I understand you got to protect your IPs, blah, 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 whatever. I'm not allowed to talk about that, so I'm not going to talk about that. But anyway, my official statement is I support what cover supports. But hey, on the other side, I have not watched very many movies lately. Now, I've not read very many books lately, but I do have some books coming in the mail. The Money-chan's watching me. What books? I'm glad you asked. So the books in the mail right now are called, hold on, let me read you the names. You might have heard of these. Check this out. So the first one is called Boys Will Be Bugs. The second one is called Hollow Cocktails. The third one is called Ruzeters Through the Seasons. And the fourth one is called Elysium, Corruption's Call. Very excited to get those on my bookshelf. Maybe do a little book review stream or something. I don't know. Could be kind of cool. Just saying. Could be kind of cool. I'm be eating water soup, but I'm glad I got them going. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yo, bookbind? I'm not doing it personally. No, I got them printed. No. Bookbinding street? Hell no. I ain't doing that myself. You kidding me? Hell no. Oops, my ISP. I did. I got physical copies of the books. I'm very excited to check them out. Maybe we could do like a stream where we take a look at them. What do you guys think? That could be kind of cool. I'm just saying. Could be kind of fun. Huh? Bookbinding's so cool. Dude, what do you want me to do? I don't know. Here, check this out. I'll go grab it for you. One sec. I got, one second. You're never gonna believe how big some of these are. Also, good Lord, did you guys know printing books is fucking expensive? Nightmare, but worth it. Gotta make things a reality, brother. All right, check this out. By the way, if you wanted to print your own, I just wanted to say this real quick since I'm like already looking at the fucking website. If you wanted to print your own, these are print on demand, so these are only for me. These are not like a thing you can order officially. However, the projects do have free PDFs if you wanted to like print your own. I'm just saying, if that's something you're interested in, you could do it. But I needed to make sure that I archived all this shit and kept them forever in a physical medium so they can't get lost. Check this shit out. Boom. Look how big some of these are. You tried to print a textbook that was online PDF only. It was like $600. Damn. It's a damn shame. Look at these. Some of them are way too long. That Corruption's Call book being 226 pages. Fucking bonkers, brother. Anyway, those are on the way. I'm very excited to get a hold of those soon. I hope soon. Don't worry about the page count. I'm worried a little bit, Evie, but you know what? It's fine. Thanks for 21 months. It's a lot of stuff, but it'll be a lot of fun to look through. It'll be a lot of fun, and then I could have that be like a coffee table conversation starter for all of the nobody that ever visits me, except for occasionally when my little brother drives all the fucking way out here. Once in a blue moon. That'll be great. I love it. True. Psych! Nice try, Asthi. Or is that Ace? I would love to see a Corruption's Call one shot. Oh, that could be interesting. Hand cam, holo cocktails win. Don't tempt me. Don't fucking test. Won't. Don't think I won't. Here's the thing, though. Wait. Holo cocktails is the first project I let alone, and I honestly never thought to see them that mentioned again. Don't make me cry, Ruze. Cry. Neatly into pages and stuff. People who wrote lore for it, people who did art for it, people who did like game design for like Corruption's Call and such, people who were working on like speculative biology for the fucking like bugs and the Ruzeators and the world building book that you did a little bit ago. A lot of cool stuff. Thank you. You guys are absolutely bonkers. And I don't think there's anything else I can say other than a big heartfelt, ew, fan energy. Pathetic. Man, it feels good to be a bastard. Anyway, yeah, pretty excited about that. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. He's gonna be mean? How'd you know? That's so weird, dude. Ruze, don't make us cry. Are you crying yet? You know what? Just for that, I'm going to appreciate you even harder, jerk ass. Hold on, I got to check something. No. Morning make you sentimental today? You care us? Care's a bit of a strong word. What's one I could use in place of that? I think a more apt word might be like... like have like a baseline like ability to barely digest your presence. Is that pretty good? How's that? Thanks for the soup though. Tolerate's a shorter way to say that, sure. I'll take it. You're welcome. All right, gamers. I think it's about time that I show you the schedule for the week, and then I'll be posting the schedule after this stream. I know ISP's fighting me, and I don't feel like fighting ISP. And also, I'm getting a little eepy. Might be time for me to go snork. Me. Snork. Me. Case! Thank you for 16 months of being a Ruzator. Knowing you print the books we make for you makes me want to participate in every project. The fact my writing is in a physical book makes me so happy. Well, I hope that at some point you save up and grab yourself a physical format too, because then you can be like, look, I wrote this, it's real, it exists. And that'll be really cool. I'm just saying it'll be cool for you as a souvenir too. Anyway, thanks for 16 months. Galaxies with a big 15 exceptional. Ruzators, don't listen to him, he cares us. Sure, yeah, we can, that must be some of that positive nihilism we were talking about earlier. Let me go grab the schedule real quick. Hell yeah, Schlen, no problem. Except when it is a problem, in which case, how dare you do this to me? You did this to me. You did this. Is this the right one? I might have grabbed last week's schedule. Hold on. Up it up. Which character? Cough tone. Do I like Fire Emblem? I liked the little bit of Radiant Dawn that I played. I was not a huge fan of Three Houses because I just don't really care for school settings. I know it stopped being a school setting later, but I just couldn't make it through the first part. So, it was okay. I like Radiant Dawn though. I haven't beat it. So maybe I like the concept of Fire Emblem more than I'm a poser. I'm a poser and I would tell you I like it, but I don't know enough to say yes or no. Hell yeah, not Hikaru. I hope you do feel the coolest. Now you know I gotta go look up Keaton. Cool ears, brother. That's a funky hairstyle. I kind of like it. Kind of goofy. Sure, dresses like a dweeb, but I can respect it. You are not responsible for the lack of balance in ECC content. Unless you are responsible for it, and I blame you, and I hold you accountable, and I write a scathing review of Corruption's Call, and be like, actually, the subclasses for fighter far exceed the logical maximum, and it completely makes barbarians irrelevant, and so I think that... But no, I'm just kidding. TTRPGs aren't about balance. They're about fun. All right, hold up. Let me grab the schedule real quick. Where did I put this file? Did I not say? Oh, yeah. Oh, never mind. Okay, here you go. Ready? Nana. Welcome in. Who are you calling a fucking... actually, it's dog day, so today I'm wearing my dog ears. I've never been a cat boy in my life, except for the times I have been. Anyway, hi, welcome in. I was just about to drop my weekly schedule. Since you are my #1 super fan or whatever, you're welcome to check that out. I'm just kidding to all my other #1 super fans. Pathetic. Give me a second here. Hey, there's no cat VP. You shut your lying mouth. There's no such thing. Anyway. Boom. There it is. Cool. I found it. Okay, so schedule for the week. Here we go. We gotta ban this guy. You can't ban me. I'm too cool. So, Sunday, I didn't stream. Monday, you may know this or you may not know this if you're a fake fan. I didn't stream. But Tuesday, that's today. I'm doing a morning latte stream. Surprise. Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a very special Minecraft stream that I had to cancel last week, but I rescheduled to this week, so don't worry. Don't worry. Life's worth living. What happened? What are you so excited about? Hold on. Let me keep it good. Let me keep reading, actually, before you guys are distracting me. You always distract me with shit. You can't play with my little itty bitty, like, fly attention span brain, dude. Stop it. Oh shit, I forgot to change something on the... Whatever, I don't care. I forgot to change something on the schedule, but I'll fix it. Whatever. So anyway, get excited for Wednesday. That special Minecraft stream I was talking about. Thursday, I'm going to be doing Dead Cells. It's going to be on Twitch, so you can use chat integration, baby. That's right. You're going to be able to help or hinder me on Dead Cells. You will be the chicken who controls my health potion usage, and also you'll be able to do little chat votes to decide whether or not you make things worse or better for me over time. It'll be a lot of fun, and if you make it worse for me, I will find you and kill you in Minecraft. Friday, I'm going to be doing Repo, the monster update, alongside some of Tempest, hunting some monsters, baby. And then Saturday, Baldur's Gate 3 endurance stream. So I'm going to beat all of Act 1 on one stream, probably, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try anyway. And by I'm going to try, I mean I am the strongest man that ever lived. I will absolutely do it because I am a god and nothing can stop me. And as you all know from my experience with my first ever massage, There is no pain I will not endure if it means not being awkward. So, that is the morning latte. How do you guys feel about it? How do we feel about this time slot? What are you thinking, gamers? Are we fans of this? Do we like this? Would you want to do this again sometime? Is this a good time slot? Is this a bad time slot? I was thinking maybe I'll do this on days where I have like collabs and stuff. Basically, any day I have a collab, I'm thinking I might do a morning latte just so I can get my solo time in with you guys. We could do some yapping, yada, yada, yada. Maybe shoot the shit back and forth a little bit. And that way, if I'm on a collab and I'm not focusing on talking as much, and I'm just focused on, you know, engaging with collab partners or whatever, yeah, win-win. Please romance my wife, Karlak. I ain't good enough for Karlak. I don't deserve Karlak. Karlak's too good for me. La 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 Bear, thank you for the 5 gifted chips. Very EU friendly. Caesar friendly. Good for winding down. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good. I'm glad you guys liked it. I hope you're excited for the schedule. Do any of us deserve Karlak? Honestly, no. No, probably not. Hell yeah, Zenthia. Real quick, I wanted to say I'm gonna fix a few things on that schedule before I post it, so don't take that for gospel yet. I probably think I want to put another morning latte on there. Yeah, but if you guys like this time slot, I might be doing this more often. We'll see. Because I want to try to get myself up early to do a little bit of keyboard practice, maybe do a little calisthenics, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it should be fun. Should be a good time. Also, I want to say, stay safe out there, Caesators. I know things are a little spicy right now, but yeah, be careful. Be brave. I know things are fucking tough. I don't want to make shit heavy, like I said, but you know, don't do anything crazy. Don't do anything risky. Just be chill. Please take care. Please be safe. I will have the schedule out a little bit later once I fix a few things. And then I'll post it, you know, on Twitter and Blue Sky and YouTube and honestly on Twitch and on YouTube memberships. So keep an eye out for that. I don't think I have anything else I really wanted to talk about on this morning latte. So I guess thanks for hanging out for the second ever morning latte. Happy Dog Day. Remember, life might not have any preset destiny or determination for you, but you get to set your own. And that just means that you're in charge, baby. Life is whatever the meaning of life is, whatever meaning you apply to it. The fly does not concern himself with the fly swatter. Let's do this. Okay, ISP's attacking me now, so I'm gonna go bye-bye. Bye. Bye, assholes. Bye. I'm so excited about my books, dude. I'm so excited about my books. My question for today, for this VOD, is going to be... I don't know, dude. What's your favorite kind of dog? What is your favorite dog? It could be your favorite dog character. It could be your favorite dog breed. It could be your favorite dog from some sort of media. It could be your favorite animated dog, video game dog. It could be dog meat. Not dog meat as in like the meat you eat, but like dog meat, the Fallout character. Okay. Bye. See you in hell. Bye. Also, thank you to the lurkers and the VOD watchers. You guys mean the world. Thank you to everybody who takes the time out to answer the VOD questions. And a special big thank you to the Bruisers, Ruzeters, Axles, and Jackaxes that support me. And a big, heartwarming, fan energy to my exceptional dorks and my glucose guardians. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's right. I'm an asshole, but I'm not an asshole. You know what I mean? I'm a jerk, but I'm not a dick. I know how to say thank you. So thank you very much. And Susu, thank you for that soup. Yum. Bye-bye. Is there anybody... Let's see if anybody's live right now. Don't forget the VOD question is, what's your favorite dog? Happy Dog Day. Bye-bye. Oh, I gotta finish my water. I gotta finish my water. You know what? I'm gonna run you over to fucking I do not have perms to raid Izuru Senpai, sadly. When's Goldie live? Oh my god, did he schedule all his streams? That asshole. Why would he do that to me? He hates me in particular. I don't care. Hey, you know what, actually? I'm gonna run you over to looks like I'm running you over to Nyx Voltaire. All right, see you in hell, gamers. Bye. Atsurus.